This time around, I was in the worst shape of my life. I had just gotten over COVID, which sucked, and I literally was in bed for like a month, not moving, not working out, like going to the gym, but like not even, totally sedentary and too tired to cook, ordering takeout every night. So I was just a mess, in the worst shape I think I've ever been in. And I'm a pretty big fitness fanatic and health freak, so I was really at like rock bottom before I started this round with Megan. Tried everything. I've done like bodybuilding.com workouts and workout plans, and a few other apps with like diet coaches. I was always like very anti-carb and did a lot of keto nonsense, which now Megan has brought me to the light that carbs are amazing and you can look good and feel good while eating carbs. So I tried a lot, and I'd always been really into fitness and eating healthy, but most importantly, she taught me how to eat right. My goal was just to get back into shape and try to get myself back to where I've been before when previously working with you, which was shredded and looked amazing. But really just to get active again. And it was really nice. You were really patient with me and just like building up my strength and stamina because it was so affected from being sick for a long time. Really because the first time we worked together was the best I ever felt in my life. So like for me, the results were proven. I'd already seen the results. I know it works. I know the program works. And I mean, to be totally vain, there's no better feeling than like every time I go somewhere and see a friend, everyone's like, you lost weight, you look amazing, you look so good. And I'm like, I miss that feeling, so I want it back. Really helping with confidence, which like I didn't really struggle with or anything, but I mean, it feels good. You feel like you look good, your clothes fit good, people take notice, they're like, wow, you're in such great shape, what are you doing? And my energy levels, getting those back and feeling like I have more energy after a workout to get through the day, to go to work, and just feeling like all around really good inside and out. Just do it. Just do it. The results work. I mean, you can see my before and after pictures. Like, there's no question that it works, and it will teach you like things like eating that I thought I did well. I thought like I'm a healthy person and I eat well. You'll learn that you're wrong and you weren't, and that when you follow this program, it's going to completely open your eyes to like how to eat and how to eat for training successfully. So it's worth every penny. Just absolutely, if you're not sure, do it.
I've been an OTR truck driver for the last 10 and a half years, got up to 280 pounds, got off the road, and ended up joining the volunteer fire department, and it made it my goal to be in shape, to be the person that, you know, if I called the fire department, that I would want to show up, you know, and in shape. Watching family members go through the health trials that they have. My mom was just forced into early retirement because of her health issues. And so I was trying to avoid all of that, as well as getting in shape for the fire department. My big thing was I needed structure that I didn't have, because like I told you before, I would go into the gym and probably roam around and not know what to do.
Yeah.
And the diet thing has been phenomenal also, because you go and you read different stuff and everybody says this about one thing and that about the other thing, and you don't really know where to go. It's the mindset, and the mental health boost has been so helpful. Yeah, with back issues and shoulder issues and everything, you were able to adjust and answer questions that I needed. That helps so much. You know, I'm still having some issues, but not as many. Structure is worth it, you know, because a lot of people don't know where to start. They roam through just, you know, the structure is worth it. And then having somebody to talk to and answer questions and bounce ideas off of just made so much more of a difference than had I tried to do it by myself. I probably would have quit by now had I tried to do it by myself.
So before we started working together, I was just kind of stuck in a cycle of dieting and not dieting and trying to figure out what diets would work best for me. Just not very consistent and just not feeling well in the body that I was in. So before, I tried several different things, just from lower carbs, not necessarily keto, but low carb diets, and even did like a challenge, and I can't remember how long it was, but just very, very extreme calorie deficit, eating 1,300 calories a day, switching out a lot of meals and snacks with shakes and bars, things like that. So my goal was just gaining lean muscle mass, losing body fat, and then just learning how to be comfortable and consistent so that I could keep on in my journey. Really just being tired of feeling stuck and not really getting anywhere by myself is what made me make that initial investment. Yeah, so far I can personally tell the difference in just how I look in the mirror, how my clothes fit. I can see those muscle gains, and just training for this race, I've lowered my mile times, and I feel like I have better strength and endurance. I would just say that it's helped me really hold myself accountable for my actions, and even if other people don't know what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing, and I know what I should and shouldn't be doing, so I'm able to hold myself more accountable for that. I would say it's definitely worth it. Definitely do it. You're investing in a coach, and you're also investing in yourself. And it just gives you confidence and the tools that you need to be able to continue your weight loss journey and get to where you want to be.
Prior to starting to work with you, I was going to the gym. I was eating healthy, or what I had thought was eating healthy, but not really getting results that I had wanted to see. Like at the time, I'm newer to working out, I would say in the last 5 years. And I've been pretty consistent with working out. So I was getting really frustrated with going to the gym, putting in these hard workouts and just not getting the results that I wanted. So, I was at a place where I knew I needed some additional help to get the goals that I wanted to meet. Really, I had tried nothing in particular. I had done intermittent fasting, which I had been able to do that for only a couple months. And then other than that, I was just really kind of going off of intuition and eating what I had thought was healthy. My goal when I met with you and decided to work with you was to change my body definition and to be able to go to the gym and get the results of lifting and doing those kind of workouts, and really being able to learn how to feed my body to be strong and get stronger and make those gains. It is wild. I definitely I would see the results that I have seen. I have never been able to get my mid-stomach to pretty much, I feel like it just kind of shrunk in. And my back, like I haven't changed much in my workouts before I worked with you. And like the workouts that I was doing before I worked with you, I continued to do while working with you. And it's amazing that in those 3 months, the way my back has become more defined, my biceps are more defined, I am going up on weight in the gym, I'm able to hit goals I never thought I would hit. I'm doing handstand push-ups, I'm like just getting so much stronger, and it's just mind-blowing that it's only been 3 months. It had been something I toyed with prior to the pandemic hitting. Again, it's definitely been weighing on me that I was putting all this work in and just really, really not seeing change. So I had toyed with it, and then the pandemic hit. So I think everything was kind of put on a back burner, of course. And then once we started coming to and being able to go to the gym, I really just wanted to take the time to work with somebody and get back in there and get strong and pick up right where I left off. So do it. You think that you are the most important person to how to feed yourself and fuel your body, you will be amazed. And honestly, there's no other investment than yourself. So I would say if you've been on the fence, definitely do it. I was nervous as I could be when I had started, and where I started and where I came from to where I am right now in those 3 short months, it's been leaps and bounds. So I couldn't thank you enough, and you really have been supportive and helpful to me. And just be kind to yourself. And like I said at the beginning of this, you will have good days and you will have bad days, but that does not define your progress or your success.
I wasn't working out at all. I was not eating properly and just eating anything that I wanted in sight. I did keto, Weight Watchers, like Jenny Craig, Atkins, anything underneath the sun. I tried. I just wanted to lose weight and get like in shape because I'm 41, I'm not getting any younger. Felt like going back to the gym, like just, getting like, just have an overall sense of health. I felt like you're very laid, you're super laid back. Like, you're very, very chill. So, I mean, it was just, you were like very open to what I had to say. You with your suggestions, what you thought that you could bring to me and with your program. And I was just like, all right, just my health, like my overall health, like, everybody wants to be healthy. You want to live like a long life. Like, you want to be able to, go out and do things and enjoy yourself. And, you want to be like fit and look good. I definitely lost, I think I lost weight, and also all my clothes are getting really big on me, which is good. Like my work pants are huge, like I have to like pull the belt all the way. And like when you were each time, like every like week when you do the check-in with us and we take the pictures, you could just see, like I could see like the results, and it may not reflect on the scale all the time, but when you look at the pictures, you're like, wow, because some people get like frustrated, like, oh man, the scale's not moving. But when you look at like your pictures, you're like, wow, I'm really like making some progress. Because I feel like people get like really like frustrated and they're like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore because like the scale's not changing. But like I think with you, when you do like you like send me your pictures, it really like makes you like wanna like work even harder. You're like, wow, look at all this like transformation that's happening with me. I feel like a lot of people focus on that. Like they focus too much on the scale, and it's like they shouldn't do that because I feel like it deters them from like, trying to like work harder. I knew nothing about macros, like zero, and it seemed like a foreign science to me. But I feel like it's the way you broke everything down and like you sent the guides and that explained it. I feel like it's really easy. I feel like it's like such a good tool to have, like with like the MyFitnessPal that you have us doing, like Connect. It's an excellent tool. It shows you what you can eat, like how many calories you have left for your day. It's great. I really like it. You should just do it. I think you were great. You weren't like harping on us. You understand that everybody's human. You anytime I had a question, you answered it. Like you adjusted things to fit my needs and my schedule. So, if you have the means and the time, and you have someone that's willing to help you do something, I think you should definitely invest in somebody.
So I was 250 and I really wanted to hit my goal and be under 200, but I'm still working on it. And I was just down and unmotivated and wanted to get back to, knowing who I am. So I am currently at 223. I tried a couple programs, and then I tried just doing things myself, looking up workouts and stuff like that. But it just didn't work. So I just wanted to better myself for my now fiance, and because we're getting married soon, and I just wanted to get back mentally and physically to better myself and get on the right track. Definitely mentally, because I was very unmotivated and just never thought I could hit my goals. And looking back from like a year ago, being around like 275, I just never thought that I could get down to even 220, and just being happy and going on with life. I would say definitely do your research. And like for you, I did my research, and you help first line workers, and with me being an EMS and working at a hospital, and LGBTQ is definitely a big plus, because you don't find that a lot, around. But just staying motivated and always ask questions. Always ask your questions.
I liked how I had guidance, but I also had the capability of figuring things out for myself, which is really cool, especially when, you're just continuing doing a program.
Yeah,
Get to do it yourself. Yeah, it was awesome, especially, before I had to eat stupid defect. Nice to know that I didn't have to, feel pressured to commit to like a crazy diet or something like that. Majority, I could eat what I wanted and already ate anyway. It was just portion better. Definitely getting into better eating habits too, of, when you're going, sometimes you're like, man, I don't have time for breakfast or anything like that. And it's been a big help of, like, I feel a lot better being like, no, I have to, make time for those because it's important. Yeah, so every time you sent something out, I did save it. The majority of stuff out, I was at work, so I had to look away. But I did look at those. It was nice getting the alcohol one ahead of time because I was like, dang, I can use this now. Yeah. And I know it was especially nice because, like, sometimes out being in the middle of nowhere, Missouri, they were like, oh, we don't have this, we're not going to get it for weeks. I was like, okay. So I had to kind of brainstorm and substitute sometimes. But for the most part, I had everything, and, it was cool.
Very scrawny. And weighed about 100, and I think it was 25 pounds.
All right, cool. And did you try anything before we started working together?
Yes. Previously, I've tried other personal trainers. I tried some stuff on my own for a bit, kind of just trying to bulk up with food and trying to work out by myself.
Perfect. And what was your goal when you started to work with me? Like, where did you want to see yourself?
I definitely had a body type that I wanted as one of my goals. My other goal was to reach 140, 145, and continue to gain weight after that goal, and to build more body mass. I didn't have all the answers that I needed. I definitely needed someone to guide me in the right direction and give me advice and kind of continue to push me in the direction, because sometimes it's nice to have that person be like, hey, look, you're gonna work out today, like, you can do it, you're fine. So that's why I decided to do this. I think the most traumatic was mentally. I knew obviously that working out and going towards your goals was obviously going to make you happier, but I definitely noticed like so much of an increase in my self-confidence. It was always nice when I went to work and they're like, Riley, man, your arms are looking bigger, or my wife is saying, hey, when did your butt get bigger? So that definitely helped. And also kind of like having a set schedule and routine definitely helped with stress and anxiety, because it was kind of like, okay, this is what I'm expecting every day, this is what I need to do. So that's some of the, it's pretty much like I knew some of it, but not to that extent. Definitely don't give up on yourself. It's okay to make mistakes and be tired and fall off the wagon a little bit. And if you don't know all the answers, definitely go with Valkyrie, because you'll get them answered.
Okay, I'm 53 years old. I work at a juvenile detention center in Rupert, Idaho. I'm a merchandiser for Coca-Cola, so I was basically going into the stores, pulling out pallets, stocking shelves. A little bit more exercise than I do now, so.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you switch to this, right? And now you're sick. doing a little sitting around, so you kind of notice the waking was starting to creep up on you.
Yeah, pretty much. I thought going into the detention job would be a little bit, you'd still be moving more and stuff, but for Cook, it was a constant. There was no stop. You basically went your 8 hours constantly going, because I had 4 stores I just alone took care of. And then when I got to the detention center, it was mostly sitting, you know, mostly more paperwork, more mental work. I mean, we took the kids out for their programming and stuff. And then after that, you know, they're in the room. So, you know, checks every 15 minutes. But other than that, it's just back to sitting. It's basically your physical training, like more like a jiu-jitsu that we do too. We're hands-on if we have to go to that. Yeah, that's like 3 days, and then most of it's the regulations, the state regulations, and all of that stuff. But they changed the program around so much this year that, you know, it's a lot rougher. It's more physical. You actually get beat up. So right. But the older ones went through. Even the older ones I've been in for 35 years going, yeah, I couldn't pass that. Really, because at the other job I was moving so much, there wasn't much for eating, you know. So, you know, we could grab a drink here or there. I mean, we had a time for like 30 minutes, but you know, when you go to each store and there's 14 pallets, you kind of like, no, I'm just going to keep working. I'm going to keep working. Yeah, here, for sure. You bring your lunch, so you snack, and then next thing you know, people are bringing other stuff in, and you don't get your exercise that much. So yeah, so that's definitely. And then the shifts are different. You know, I'm doing like 3 days and 2 swings, and at any given moment, it can be switched up. So I think most of it was trying to get my protein and stuff in for my meals and stuff. That's where I struggled, and I think that for most of it, because I was doing the workouts and that, and then, you know, to my shoulder. And then that was a bummer because I couldn't lift anything heavy, you know. Right. Yeah, we went through that for a little bit. And it's now I know what more to look for and what to, you know, like meal prepping. Now I'm you know, start doing that, and that really helps, you know. I meal prepped all this week, and that really helped. You know, ate the same thing for 3 days, and it helped. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which is huge. It really helps, especially if you're working a busy schedule like you have. Like, it just takes the guesswork out, and then you don't really have to worry too much about like trying to figure out, what do I eat? Like, can I eat this? Like, God, I don't know what to take, and it stops you from stopping at a fast food place, or you know. I tried joining other gyms and that, but I didn't know. Like, it was more like machine hopping. You know, I didn't know. Oh, okay, I'll build by my legs, and then I'll go over here and do this. There was no structure to it. Yeah. You know, to actually get what I really wanted out of it. See, I don't know. That's what I thought, because I went to a gym and there was a trainer, and what I seen from them is they were talking, and they just, you know, went from one machine to another, and they were talking, but I didn't. It was like, you know, 30 minutes, 40 of that, and then they left. Here, you keep in touch. You know, you always ask how our workouts are doing, and you always take our questions. So it was a lot more involved than what I thought. I mean, I know I wanted to work out and stuff, so I, you know, fitness trainers and stuff online, and it went back and forth for a bit, and you know, that's what one of the things was. Well, you know, online worth that, and I thought, you know, give it a try. I've seen a few in the gym working, but you know, yeah. Thought, well, and I'm not disappointed at all. I'm surprised. You know, you do great. So you get back with us and answer our questions. So it's been really good. I mean, the first time around, it was, you know, I started out, okay, you know, and then it got like, I don't know, because of the meal thing, not knowing meal prepping, and then you got down because I wasn't seeing anything. But now this time I'm learning more. I'm getting more excited to go to the gym, and I'm seeing changes. So, you know, you know, understanding the stuff you're given and doing it, you see the results. Yeah, 100%. That's awesome. I look forward to my workout. So especially there's nights on swing shift that during the day I don't usually get to my workout. So my swing shift's from 2 to 10. So when I get off work, I go to the gym. My gym's open 24 hours. So, it's lucky for me. It's just a, block down the road. You're going to go work out after work? Yeah, I'm going to go out and work after work. Why?
Yeah.
Well, I got my workout in today and I'm going to go work out. If you want to change, if you don't like how your clothes fit or how you're looking, you're thinking, go for it. I mean, it took me a while, and then, I got mad. My clothes weren't fitting. Nobody wants to go a size, bigger, and just do it. This is an act about me. I'm seeing changes. I actually like going to the gym, and now that I know with what you're doing, what it's doing, and the combinations and stuff, you see results. Stick with it. Everybody has their ups and downs, and nothing happens right away. You just got to work through it, and it's for the best. And you actually like going to the gym. I do, anyway.